In the first question, it says write 23 over 5 as a mixed number. So what we do is we divide 23 by 5. 5 fours are 20. 23 minus 20 is 3. So 4 is your whole number. 3 is your numerator and denominator remains the same, which is 5. So that is your answer. In the next question, it says work out 3 over 8 divided by 6. So that means what we do is we take the reciprocal of 6 and make the division sign a multiplication sign. So it becomes 3 over 8 times 1 over 6. Reciprocal means that you're flipping the fraction. So 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 1 over 8 times 2, which is 1 over 16. In question number 2, it says, from the word above, write down all the letters which have line symmetry. So if you look at this, in the first case, each has a line symmetry. A has a line symmetry. N does not. So that's a no. G also does not. E does. It has a horizontal symmetry. And R also doesn't have one. So which means our alphabets are H, A, and E. It says write down all the letters which have rotational symmetry. Look at the letter H and N. If we take this reference point and we rotate H, we can see that it maintains the same shape. If we look at N, if we rotate N, it once again maintains the same shape. And this dot represents the reference point. So as you can see, H and N are the only letters that can maintain their shape when they're rotated. So that means they have a rotational symmetry. Question 3 says the numbers in this sequence increase by the same amount each time. Fill in the missing numbers. So if they're increasing by the same amount each time, that means we find the difference between two consecutive terms. So if we find the difference between 2.3 and 1.4, we get 0.9. So that means 3.2 plus 0.9 would give us the next term, which is 4.1. And 1.4 minus 0.9 would give us the next term, would give us the first term, which is 0.5. Write 11 over 25 as a percentage. So whenever we're asked to write something as a percentage, we times that term by 100. 100 divided by 25 is 4, so 11 times 4, that's 44%. Find 12% of 40. We do 12 over 100 times 40. Cancel the zeros. 12 times 4, which is going to be 48. And 48 divided by 10 is 4.8. Always remember that every whole number has a decimal at its end. So if we're dividing it like a whole number by 10, so what we do is we move the decimal one place to the left. If it was divided by 100, you would move the decimal 2 places to the left. In this case, it's going to be 4.8. Question 5 says that the diagram shows an isosceles triangle ABC and an equilateral triangle BDE. D is the intersection of AB and CE. Angle BAC is 28. Calculate X. So ABC is an isosceles triangle, so that means this angle would be 28 as well. We know this is an equilateral triangle, so that means this is 60, this is 60, and this is 60. So what we can do is we can make ECB a triangle as well, and we can find the third angle, which is going to be angle ECB. If we do 180 minus 60 minus 88. So that's going to be 120 minus 88. 120 minus 88 is going to be 32 degrees. So 32 degrees is also your value of x. In question 6, it says, Sephora is buying some apples, bananas, and peaches. She can buy packs of 6 apples, packs of 5 bananas, and packs of 12 peaches. She needs to buy the same number of each fruit. Calculate the smallest number of packs of apples, bananas, and peaches that she needs to buy. So in this case, what we'll do is we'll find the LCM, which is the lowest common multiple. So 6, 5, and 12. We know that 6 ones are 6, 5 comes down as it is, and 6 twos are 12. 5 and 2 are both prime numbers, so they're not divisible by any other number. So if we do 6 times 5 times 2, that is going to equal to 60, which means the lowest common multiple with these numbers is 60. So for apples, it's going to be 10. For bananas, it's going to be 12. And for peaches, it's going to be 5. So 10 apples, 12 bananas, and 5 peaches. These are the smallest number of packs that they can get. Factorize 6c cubed plus 9c. We know that 6 is 3 times 2. Let's split it into its factors. 9 is 3 times 3. So if we look at this, we can see that 3 is common and c is common. So that means it's going to be 3c brackets 2c square plus 3. The reason why it's 2c square, because when we took the c common from both the terms, the c cube has been reduced by 1c. So that means it becomes c square. Then b says 5ay minus 2bx minus 2by plus 5ax. We're going to rearrange this and write it as 5ay plus 5ax minus 2bx minus 2by. So between the first two terms, we have 5a common. So it becomes 5a brackets y plus x. And between the third and the fourth term, we have negative 2b common. So that's going to be x plus y again. So now y plus x is common. And in the other bracket, we'll have 5a minus 2b. And that is your factorized version. Question 8 says, PQV is a square with sides 6 centimeters. So let's write that first. QRST is a rectangle with width 4 centimeters. The area of the square is equal to the area of the rectangle. Work out the perimeter of the shape PRSTUV. So what's missing is this length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first find the area of PQUV. So area 1 is going to be 6 times 6, which is 36 centimeters square. So since area 1 is equal to area 2, that means 36 will be equal to 4 times RS. So that means 36 divided by 4 equals to RS, which is 9 centimeters. So now that we know what the value of RS is, that means UT would be 9 minus 6, which is 3 centimeters. And our perimeter is going to be 9 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 6, another 6, and 4. So if we add it up, this is 10, this is 12, this is 16. So 16 plus 12 is 28. 28 plus 10 is 38 centimeters. That is your perimeter. Question 9 says, write the ratio 75 grams to 3 kg in its simplest form. So first, let's convert them into the same units. 75 grams and 3 kg is going to be 3 times 1000 to convert this into grams. So that's going to be 3000. And now if we simplify this, we know that 75 divided by 3 is going to be 25. And 3000 divided by 3 is going to be 1000. 25 divided by 5 is going to be 5, and 1000 divided by 5 is going to be 200. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 100 divided by 5 is going to be 40. So that means it's going to be 1:40. That is the answer. In a tennis club, the ratio number of junior members to number of senior members is 7:10. There are 18 more senior members than junior members. Calculate the total number of club members. So if junior is X, senior is X plus 18. Ratio is 7:10. So if we create the fraction for junior, that is going to be 7/7 plus 10, which is 7/17. Now to find the number of junior members, what we will do is we will do 7/17 times x plus 18, and this will equal to x because x is the number of juniors that we're assuming. 7/17 times 2x plus 18, cross multiply. So I'm going to take this working over here. 17x equals to 14x plus 14x plus 7 times 18, which is 126. 17x minus 14x equals to 126, which is 3x. So now we divide 126 by 3, and that is equal to 42. So if x is 42, total is going to be x plus 18, which is 42 plus 42 plus 18. That's going to be into. That is the total number of members. Question 10 gives us a table of values for the height of a plant in centimeters and the number of days after planting. They have plotted the first 5 values and they're asking us to plot the next 5 values. So 51 for 10.8. So that is going to be on. So I'm gonna go blind doing this, and I think this is 50. 51 is going to be in the middle, and 10.8. Yeah, I think that is that. 62 and 11.3. And 68, 11.4. $73 and 11.8. And 80 and 11.8. Hopefully these are correct because honestly I can't see anything from here. But yeah, approximately this is where your values would come. And then it's asking us to define the correlation. The correlation in this case is positive. And the line of best fit is going to be the one which has equal number of points, like above the line and below the line. Part D says, can the scatter diagram be used to predict the height of this plant 100 days after planting? No, that is not possible because if you look at the data, the final number of days we have is for 80 days. So 100 days is obviously above that. And since the data does not give us specific values for that time period, so we cannot find the value for the height of the plants after 100 days. Question 11 says, by writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of 21.86 minus 9.64 divided by 2.47. So 21.86 correct to one significant figure is going to be 20. 9.64 is going to be 10. And 2.47 is going to be 2. So as we know the rules for BIDMAS, if we don't have brackets, if we don't have indices, we do division or multiplication first. So we start with division. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then 20 minus 5 is 15. That is your answer. Question 12 says, Adil observed the number of people in each of 20 cars entering a car park. The results are shown in the bar chart below. Write down the mode. So mode is basically that quantity that gives us the highest frequency. And if we look at these values, for the number of people of 2, we have the highest frequency, which is 7. So our mode is going to be 2. Then it says calculate the mean of number of people in each car. So for the mean number of people in each car, our formula is going to be sigma fx over sigma f. So sigma f is going to be your sum of frequency. So first let's find the individual frequencies. That's 2, 7, 6, 4, and 1. So sigma f is 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1, which is 20. Now for sigma fx, we multiply the frequency for each x value. And once we have the product for each of these values, we add them up. So that's going to be 2 times 1 plus 7 times 2 plus 6 times 3 plus 4 times 4 plus 5 times 1 divided by 20. So that's 2 plus 14 plus 18 plus 16 plus 5. That's 55 over 20. And when we divide that, we get 2.75. Question 13 says, during 2018, the population of a village increased from 200 to 250. Calculate the percentage increase. For percentage increase, new value minus the old value divided by old value times 100. So new value is 250, old value is 200. 250 minus 200 over 200 times 100. And cancel these zeros out. So it's going to be 50 over 2, which is 25%. Part B says the length of a rectangle is increased by 10%. Width of the same rectangle is decreased by 10%. Find the area of the new rectangle as the percentage of the area of the original rectangle. So let's assume that your length is 50 and your width is 20. I'm just going to assume these values and then solve this. So if this is 50 and this is 20, your original area is going to be 50 times 20, which is 1000 centimeters square. Now to find the new length, that's going to be 50 plus 50 times 10 over 100 because it's a 10% increase. That's going to be 50 plus 5, and that's 55 centimeters. For the new width, I'm going to do 20 minus 20 times 10 over 100, which is going to be 20 minus 2, which is 18 centimeters. So now for the new area, it's going to be 18 times 55, which equals to 990 centimeters square. It's going to be 18 times 55, which equals to 990 centimeters square. So for the percentage of the new area of the new rectangle as the percentage of the area of the original rectangle, we will do 990 over 1000 times 100, which is going to equal to 99%.